What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kishshana, and I am back for another shot of vitamin K. Hold on, y'all ready? Okay, friends, so today we're gonna be digging in on a little thing I love, assignments. I know, you were like, dating life? No, assignments, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is for you if you are a people manager struggling with how to think about your performance reviews, your team members, who to promote, the whole mashup. So I'm gonna give you Kishshana's Lazy Susan version of how to do assignments really well and what you should be thinking about as a manager when you are thinking about how to have equity and parity in your team so that you have a healthy, high-performing team. All right, so let's get into it. So listen, y'all, I got a big head, okay? I just wanna let y'all know that. Like, my head is very big. Y'all like this? You like my hair? It's very big, okay? And so every time I go into the store at the beginning of the winter season, I have high hopes. I think that this is gonna be the year that I'm going to go into the hat section and I'm gonna pick up a hat that says one size fits all and it's gonna fit my head. Except, y'all, that never happens. Like, no times. To the point where for me to get a hat that actually fits my head, I had to go into the big and tall men's store to get their hats. That's how big my head is. It just means that my brain is big. I just want you to know, maybe, is that what it means? I'm super smart? I don't know. Either way, one size fits all does not fit me. It's the same concept with your team. You can't do the exact same thing for every team member and expect results. It's one of the reasons why being a manager is so freaking hard. Oh my gosh. So folks who are like, I just want to be in management. No, you don't. You don't want to do that because you have to be thinking about so many different personalities, work styles, communication styles, performance, skill, and will. There's so many things that go into that. And so today, I want to kind of bring y'all down into what will set your team up well for healthy performance evaluations. So it doesn't matter if your company or organization has a fancy custom system or something that's plug and play, or hell, if y'all still using Google Forms. Before you get to the point where you are assessing your employees' performance, I want you to be thinking about how you've actually set your team members up for success. So in every organization and in every field, there are two big buckets of assignments. So I saw this first in an article in HBR a couple of years ago, and it really struck me as super relatable and important. So I'm gonna break it down here. So the first one is Glamour Assignments. I am very glamorous, y'all. You like it? You like my face? You like all of it? The good beat. So when I think about glamour, I think about the things that are dressed up. They are the things at work that set you up for promotion. They skyrocket you to the top of your organization and your team. And they are often the types of assignments that are aligned to the strategic priorities of your organization. Although they're often great opportunities, y'all, this is where bias slides in like a stone cold killer and creeps into your team, because oftentimes we assign these types of opportunities to folks who are like me, to folks who feel dependable, to folks we think might need the opportunity and can get the job done. And that is subjective and absolutely is baked with implicit bias. On the other hand, there are some assignments that are necessary, but they're often unsung. And speaking of unsung, the first award I ever won was in college, the first of my post 18-year life. And it was the unsung award at my institution for all the work I had done behind the scenes to help bring the Multicultural Center to life on campus. I would have preferred to have been sung, but in fact, I was unsung. All the hours of work that I'd done, the petitions I'd had, the conversations I'd been a part of, didn't lead to the bottom line of what the institution would see as success. Similarly, in your organization, there are these kind of assignments that actually, they really help to make your organization go, but they don't get all the panache. So I'm going to call that office housework. When we were actually in the office, those could be things like the folks who ordered all the coffee, who was not the office manager, the folks who put together all of the birthday parties, the end of year party, the award ceremony, the conferences, but they're not the conference planner. So things that help to build and to help to lift up the culture of your organization, but you don't really get any credit. Oftentimes, these assignments are operational or administrative, and they keep their company rolling along, they keep the culture moving, but they don't move the bottom line, do they? So what do you do when you're evaluating a team member who's had a host of glamour assignments, new role, expanding a region, opening up a new line of business, taking on a new sales market, creating a new product, bringing product to market, and an employee on the same team who has had more of the office work? Ensuring that the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force actually is more than just a statement on your website. Ensuring that there is an employee recognition program that helps with retention, but it's not in your strategic goals, and so on and so on. It makes it really hard for you to be able to fairly assess how your team members perform if those things that they do are not actually aligned with the same level of importance and weight to your organizational priorities. So one of the ways that I have learned to move out of the bias space, because y'all, I have some biases myself. I like to give the work to the person I know is gonna get it done, okay? Because I'm a get it done kind of person. That's not the way it works. Because when you think about how your team members will grow, 70% of the way your team member will grow is from a stretch assignment. 20% is from having a mentor or a sponsor who helps to show them the ropes or open the door. And 10% is from professional development, including what you're watching right now. So as a manager, you have a responsibility, if you actually really care about helping your team members grow, to get them into those stretch assignments. So I like to use a lazy Susan approach. So you think about the lazy Susan we had growing up, that you put all of your seasonings, your sazon, for me, my curry, your salt, your pepper, all the things on it, and it spins and spins and spins. And so when I think about all of the assignments and all of the projects, the plum, the meaty good stuff that I have for my team, I like to put it on that lazy Susan. Who's up next? When I think about the competencies necessary to be able to be successful in the role, the time that I have on hand to be able to make sure that project is set up well and that team member is set up for success, the space they have to learn, to fail fast, to innovate, and to grow, that allows my team members to know that when they're next up at bat, that they are gonna have those resources available to them to be able to step forward and try a new thing, knowing that it aligns to what's a priority for the company. Something as easy as that. And so then I want to make sure you have 3 things. When you go into this assignment kind of like loop, my lazy Susan, make sure that you have what you need to evaluate on a holistic level. That's something that's really, really important. I want you to make sure that you ask leading questions from each of your team members so that you understand what's important to them and how they actually want to be able to shine in that role so that they can grab that and they can run with it. And lastly, as I described, creating that wheel of work. When your team members know that they can rely on you to be able to ensure that there is equity in the way they are able to grow as a team, there is nothing that your team members won't do with you, for you, and alongside you. And so as you think about getting ready for performance season, because it is performance review season, y'all, I want you to take a step back and I want you to assess how you have been giving out all the plum assignments to your team members. Who gets the glamour assignments? Who gets the housework? And take this as an opportunity to reassert your wheel of work so that you are reintroducing equity, parity, and opportunity for each and every one of your team members so that everyone has a shot and a fair shot at being successful. Okay, I want to know how you are ensuring that your team members get a fair shot at what matters for your company in terms of reaching your goals. And so make sure you leave a comment below. And if you liked what you heard today, then I'd love for you to share this with another friend who needs this, and to subscribe so you know when I post another video. That's all I've got for now, friends. And so I'll be back real soon with another shot of vitamin K.